All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. We want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well. When we learn this truth from, and citation out there to the hopeful lick, who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. And today, just basically getting on Esau hating this word coming out, man. Because for the lack of better words, us speaking, the downfall of this place is actually coming to pass. There's a saying in the world, words are powerful, man. But we got the most powerful words right here, which is the scriptures, man. And the scriptures are saying things that are coming to pass right before our eyes. And one of those things that are coming to pass right before our eyes is what? The downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom called America, man. But before it come down, before the Lord bring this place down, guess what? He's going to send his prophets out there to send a message, man. Matter of fact, Bible Sha'ak, you can go ahead and get Isaiah 42 and start at verse 9.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Right there, it says, former things are come to pass, and new things, and I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Now, how do the Lord tell you of these things? Do he physically come down? He just got off the what is called the Pegasus, and he just float down into your room and says, "My son, famine is coming." No, man. He have men set up to tell you these different things that's going to come to pass, man. Read that one more time, Baba Kashah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
And again, the tool that the Lord is going to use to tell you about these things is the prophets. It never changes. How about Shema Shah? Always sent the prophets before he sent an important message. Baba Shah, you give me that in Jeremiah 3. Because at the end of the day, the Lord, he's not going to come down himself and, deal with you niggas. You niggas can't deal with the Lord one-on-one. For lack of better words, you're going to have a mediator. That happened back in the time of Moses. They was like, Lord said, sanctify yourself and he'll come deal with you. When the Lord came, they said, hold on, Moses, you deal with him, man. And again, that's how it always been. The Lord ain't dealing with niggas with T.D. Jakes or your grandma who been going to church for 35 years. No, he dealing with the prophets because they have the true message that he is sending out, man. You got to get that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, so the Lord said he's going to send up pastors to feed you. And a part of feeding you with knowledge and understanding is basically telling you the truth, man. Telling you what's going on and telling you the things that's happening. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. And with that comes, it comes on, adversaries. Because the things that we're speaking is totally against the ways of this world. Matter of fact, people saying they want to, I can't wait till my son grew up. I want him to play for Alabama. Or you want to go to, wait until you get your pension. Wait till you're 65. You got a good pension waiting on you. You looking forward for these things. Are you looking forward for the future of America? But the prophets is speaking against this place. Give me Jeremiah 28:8, because that's the deal of the prophets. Every time the prophets came upon the scene, it was bad things happening, man. As soon as they spoke those bad things, they came to pass. You got to, bro, get that Jeremiah 28:8. Because, hey, the message stays the same, man. The faces might change, you know. The names might change, but at the end of the day, the message stays the same, man. And what is the ultimate message? Guess what? This place, America, will fall down. You got it, huh?
Con, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right there, man. Shows you that 9 times out of 10, when a prophet comes on the scene, he's prophesying against great kingdoms, which disqualifies 100% of these Baptist church preachers, man, because they don't prophesy against America. You know, they don't prophesy against this wicked place, you know, because they want to stay here in this place. They want to stay here in captivity. They don't prophesy against America because they love America. It says against great kingdoms of war, World War III, and of evil. You go into that word evil, it means bad times, man. A part of those bad times is the famine. You know, it's talks in the air about a second pandemic. You see what I'm saying? All these things is written in the scriptures. Even it says that in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, the Bible was full of lamentations, mourning, and woes, man. And it's woe, woe, woe to America, man, all the inhabitants thereof, because the Lord is finna get ready to bring down the most wickedest kingdom ever existed. The most wickedest kingdom ever erected is what we're standing on today, which is known as Babylon the Great, or the good old US of A, man. And we're telling you that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is finna come and take down this whore. Give me that in Ezekiel 35 and start at verse 1. You know, if you ain't got none, you can get that. Because through the Spirit, the Lord, he's going to get ready to take down Esau right before our eyes. And it's a reason why. Look what this guy, look what has been happening ever since this guy been in power. Shit have been getting worse. People have, you know, the earth been crying out. Been more quote unquote natural disasters. All these different things is a sign to show that this guy shouldn't be ruling. You know? The ozone got a big hole in it. That didn't happen under the reign of the Medes and the Persians. No, that happened under the reign of the so-called white man. You got it, Locke.
Khan, Salaki, if I may,
Khan.
You know, the scriptures say when the wicked rule, the people mourn.
That's it.
You know, you see the people is mourning, man. You know, people is depressed. You know, people having heart attacks and shit. You know, deleting themselves. You know, because this devil is ruling, man. You know, that's why he's got to be taken out of power. You know, but Salaki, you had wanted that on Ezekiel 35.
Come. That's a beautiful point, huh? Because like you said, they mourning. Nothing that's on Proverbs 29th chapter. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, because they know this nigga, he's like it's like a bad boss, for the lack of better words, man. Every time he ain't giving you no raise, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing nothing right. And ever since this nigga got on the job, the shit been worse. Again, ever since Esau been in power, everybody been crying out, like the brother said, they've been mourning. But yeah, get there Ezekiel the 35th chapter.
Khan, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
And that's what we sent here to do, to prophesy against Mount Seir. And that's how you know when niggas starting to trying to take Esau out the equation, that's how you know niggas sold out. Because they love this place. It's people telling you, you guys getting on Esau too much. Niggas trying to put the sons of perdition on somebody else when the sons of perdition is pointing at the so-called white man. showing you that a lot of these niggas don't deserve to handle the scriptures, man. But at the same time, the Lord have set up the true prophets to speak against Esau and all the wickedness that he have pushed forth throughout the whole planet Earth, man. You know, the GMO foods, you know, the woman ruling over the man, the chemtrails getting spread in the air, the LGXYZ, the oppression of the Black Latinos and Native Americans, all fingers point at the so-called white man. You got it, huh?
Come and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushua.
Right there. That's who getting claims for it. That's who's saying these things, and that's who's gonna make these things happen. Going back to that Isaiah 42nd chapter, man. The Lord sent his prophets out to send out this death threat. All praises, honor, and glory going back into the Lord. He's getting claimed for this, man. You know, you got it, lot.
Come, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Right there, the Lord said he's going to make you most desolate. Continuing on, huh?
I will lay thy cities waste,
and
thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua.
Right there, because ultimately the Lord, he's going to make this place most desolate by sending the missiles upon this place, man. But continuing on, though, huh?
Come, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Now, this is basically the Lord bringing up charges on this devil, man. Because for the lack of better words, the destruction and all these plagues and all these things that's going to happen unto the so-called white man, it's not just for GP, it's a reason why. And this is one of the major crimes that this devil have did. Shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. And he even furthered the affliction, man. He even make it worse on Jake. Now, even like now, we used to get our ass whooped physically, but now it's more of a mental slavery. Jake more lost than ever, man. You know? It was battling when we were just in the cornfield. At least Jake still had that sense of integrity, man. But since Esau have beaten our people to damn death, you know, for lack of better words, they forgot who their enemy was. Let's go ahead and continue on, though.
Come. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Right there, because ultimately the Lord is saying he's going to get you back for all the wicked atrocities that you did. Christopher Columbus, you know, and many more, Andrew Jackson. The Lord basically, he's promising revenge. You know, you got some up? If you ain't got, now give me the numbers. With, I think it's on 35 or 33 and 35 or 35 and 33. You know? Because again, this is a part of the payback of Yahweh Shema Shah. It's actually paid back in Esau for all the wickedness that he have done. And this is what Esau is running for. This is what Esau is afraid of, man. He's afraid of the judgments of the Lord coming down upon him. And who's going to bring down that judgment upon him, man? Because again, the Lord, he's going to use his children, you know, the nation of Israel, Yahshua, starting off with the elect to put their foot up on these devils' ass, man. You know? You got it, huh?
Khan, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that it shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
And right here, you can see how this devil have gotten into power again. Look how they got over here into the North America, the USA, or to the Americas. The reason how they got here is through bloodshed, man, through war. And you think the Lord was going to just sit back and let them know? The law must be fulfilled, man. The Lord must bring back the blood upon Esau of the ones who shed blood in this place, man. And again, this is one of the many reasons why Esau is running or trying to stop this word from coming out, because it's his judgment. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he's on your ass, Esau, and that's why he's striking brothers' videos, striking live streams, messing up audio, cutting the channels. The reason why he's doing it, because the judgment is close, bro. That's like, your mama say she gonna whoop your ass when she get home, and it's on 4:30. That's when she get off, man. She gonna get home by 4:45. So you already shaking in your boots. You trying to prepare, you trying to put on extra clothes or whatever, but at the end of the day, she come home, you strip you butt naked and whoop you, man. That's what the Lord is gonna get ready to do to Esau. Baba Kashah, if you ain't got nothing, give me Job 15 and start at verse 21. Because Esau, he's going to deserve all these things that's coming upon him. And who's going to bring these things upon him? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. In the kingdom, the Lord, he's going to use us to bring judgment upon him, man. Even on this side, you got to up.
Khan, this is the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 21. A dreadful sound is in his ears.
A dreadful sound is in his ears. And a part of that dreadful sound is the sound of the prophets. He hears Shalom. Esau don't want to hear that, man. First and foremost, that's like a scratching on the chalkboard in Esau ears, man. Because he know soon as we open up, we're going to get on him, man, and prophesy against his kingdom. Because again, we have the most powerful words upon the planet Earth, and with these powerful words, we're actually bringing down his kingdom. Just like Noah, you go into the time of Noah. Noah, it says, he brought in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. A part of him, that's like you helping somebody. They your plug right here. Come on, open the door for them, bring them in, invite them, man. So we're bringing in the destruction upon this place, which is a dreadful sound in the ears of Esau. Continuing on, though.
Khan. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
And that's talking about Yahushua. Because once Esau think he's prospering, hey, Yahushua is going to come and take this nigga out, man. And that's going to happen very, very soon. You got some up? Can you give me on Galatians 4 and verse 16? Because again, this is why Esau is shaking his booty tail in Revelation, the 11th chapter. Great fear fell upon them. Esau scared to hear about the Israelites, to hear us opening up, to hear us bringing out historical facts. Because he ain't like we just talking. We got articles, historical events. All these things, artifacts that points at you being the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And that's why it's a thing called being an enemy of the state. The reason why we're an enemy of the state, because we're speaking against this place. You got it,
Khan. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yeah, it says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Now, real quick, let's go into that word enemy. Because we are enemies with Esau, because, he pushed forth lies and we push forth truth. Deceit and lies, they can't go together. All of a sudden, they're going to be fighting against together. They're going to be fighting against each other. It's going to be an adversary. And Esau, we're Esau's adversary. And Esau, he's our adversary, man. I think this in Proverbs, it says like the wicked is an abomination to the just, and the just is an abomination to the wicked. Roughly paraphrasing. So it works on both sides. It's a yin and yang thing. We hate Esau. Esau hate us. But real quick, it says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? This is the word enemy.
Strong's G 2190. Echthros.
It says eklos. Going into that word eklos. Go down to the fifth definition. It says the devil, who is the most bitter enemy of the divine government. And that's the explanation of Esau right there, man. He's like a bitter bitch, man. And he's the bitter bitch of the divine government. He's hating on us because the Lord have ultimately chose the nation of Israel to be his elect, to be his chosen. And Esau, knowing that, he know that his kingdom and his time is running up, because he know that the elect is going to be the next ones to rule. And that's why he's doing any and everything to stop this truth from coming out. But you can't stop Yahweh Shai, man. It's already ring. Baba Kashai, if you ain't got nothing, give me St. John 7 and start at verse 7. Salakia.
Say that again. Your phone breaking up.
You can hear me now?
Con.
I said if you give me St. John 7 and start at verse 7.
Con.
You can hear me clear now?
Con, I got you.
You got it.
This is the book of Saint. This is the book of St. John, chapter 7 and verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil.
And just like in the ancient world, they hated Yahweh Shai because the words that he spoke, it's the same thing today. Because for the lack of better words, we're coming with the same message, man. The Lord back then, he was prophesying against that current kingdom. And just like us today, we're prophesying against this place, because everything that these people admire, everything these people want to be, we're telling you that it's not going to be here. And actually something better coming. With these people being growing up in a microwave generation and a microwave society, they don't have the patience enough to wait. They don't want to wait on the Lord. They don't want to wait on salvation. They don't want to hear it now. And that's how Esau conditioned them, you know. But for the lack of better words, the Lord, he broke that spell off for us. The spell of, wanting to stay in America, Now you went to get a record contract, you went to get this and make it out. No, man. Yahweh Shema Shai put the spirit on us to forget this world and look at the world ahead. Because the world that's coming ahead is everlasting, Baba Gashai, you guys.
Now, just gonna say, just going back on what you said, if we were the world would love his own. Mm-hmm. We talking a bunch of bullshit, preaching the prosperity gospel. People be tuned in and want to hear it, but because we telling you that your dreams and aspirations, is about to be destroyed. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear that America's about to be destroyed and that they babe ain't finna go to the NFL and no shit. They want to hear good things. They want to hear smooth things. What scripture would say to the seers, prophesy to us smooth things. But that's not the message, like you were going into, this is a message of urgency, this is of life and death, man.
Is it, bro?
This is, this message, is, urgent, man. What they say, in Espanol, peligro, danger, danger's coming, and this is a warning, telling you, man, that evil is coming. But you got it, Salakia.
It's beautiful because again, these guys, they don't want to know about the evil because they too wrapped up in it. Like you said, they want to hear smooth words and only smooth words, man. That's why when this message of destruction come around, these people cringe and want us to get off the street corners, man. Like that big girl from Kemp Saturday. Baba Gashai, I'll give you Ephesians 5 and start at verse 10.
Khan, this is the book of
You got it.
Khan, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 10, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
You got it.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
And right there, you not having fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness is proven to what is acceptable unto the Lord. It's acceptable unto the Lord to separate yourself from this world, this society, man. Because again, this society is nothing but wickedness. It says it's darkness, man. Bible Kashan, read that again.
Con. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Yeah, it says, but rather reprove them. Now let's get that word reprove real quick. Because again, that's what we signed here to do. We signed here to prophesy against Mount Seir. We're signed here to prophesy against this wicked place known as Babylon the Great. You know? That word reprove Strong's 1651.
Esau fucking with the string.
You can hear me now?
Kinda.
Damn. Well, it sounds smooth now.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda. Yeah, this that word reprove Strong's G 1651. It says to convict, refute. It says generally a suggestion of shame of the person convicted. And that's what we do, man. We bringing shame upon this, like a shame on you. You hear about Christopher Columbus, we tell you shame on you. Benjamin Franklin. Because once you go into the history of this guy, Benjamin Franklin, he was a big freak, man. Shame on you. And even how these devils continue to keep their head on top. Continue knowing at the B definition, it says by conviction to bring to the light, to expose. And that's what the prophets are sent out here for, man. To expose the wickedness of Esau and the wickedness of this place, and to expose the things that are in the dark, man. You know? Continuing on, though, I'm going to jump down a little bit. It says, by word, to reprehend severely, chide, admonish, reproof. So we getting on you, Esau. That's pretty much it on it. I'll read it again. I wish I did on Ephesians.
Your phone was breaking up a little bit.
You can hear me now?
Kinda.
You got it. You got it, bro.
Kinda. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Yes, it is, but rather reprove them, man. So admonish them, get on them, continue on.
For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Because it's even certain things that we don't know that this damn devil have did, man. You know? Because we know about nigger ball and slavery, how he practiced on the black women to find how to have a baby, right? How he cut off the northern tribe brothers' hands if they didn't get enough gold. How he used to poor boy, damn caramel. We know about the things like that, but imagine things we don't know about, man. You got it. I'll continue on.
But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever does make manifest is light.
And yes, that's basically the prophets. The prophets is the representation of light, man. You know, I think it says in St. Matthew, the 15th chapter. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Because again, we were sent to set our light, you know, on a high top, man, so that light can be shared throughout the whole world. You know, the high. I think I'm gonna get it. This is the book of St. Matthew 5, and I'm gonna jump down to verse 15. It says, neither do, it's like I'm starting at verse 14, showing you that we are the light, the prophets. St. Matthew 5 and 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid, which shows you that the prophets are not going to be guys that's just, you know, in the back seat, you know, of a Cadillac just chilling, or guys that's not going to go out on the highways and byways. For lack of better words, the prophets are going to be active, you know, live and loaded, you know. It says, continue on. It says, neither do me light a candle and put it under a bushel, a candlestick, they may give light unto all that are in the house. Let your light shine for men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And basically, that's what the prophets are doing, man. By the way of pushing this word and teaching the truth, you know. So yeah, you got any? So yeah, with that, I can pray this video is edifying and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Rakakwadash. Pray this video was edifying. I want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
About the God. So.